So we just take a nice deep breath. We give ourselves permission to arrive into our safe, comfortable space, which might be significantly different than the world we've been living in. And that's okay. Take another deep breath. Maybe close your eyes, roll your shoulders, feel the seat underneath you. And then begin to let the movement settle as the breathing increases. Deeper, fuller, more nourishing. Each breath drawing you in and softening your edges. I'll invite you to go ahead and close your eyes and lengthen your neck, pushing the crown of your head up toward the sky. And with each exhale, the shoulders get a little heavier. And we find ourselves tuning in to what's going on inside of our bodies. Physically take one hand to your belly. Make that connection, feel that softness. And then let go of your judgment and your expectations. Instead, let's be present, let's be honest, and let's feel the breath come all the way down into your hand. We'll inhale through the nose and exhale with a sigh through the mouth. Two more just like that. And with both hands resting in your lap, the mouth closed, the eyes closed, the shoulders back. We close off the back of the throat just a little to get that raspy quality to our breath, to get that ujjayi breath rolling. That nice ocean-sounding breath that rolls in and out through the nose. Again, actively drawing us in, actively giving us a sound to focus on. Something we use often to help encourage our pull into our safe space. And as we arrive, maybe you find yourself approaching that comfortable hammock, that one that we tend to string up between two very strong trees in an atmosphere that feels rather perfect. Soft, cozy, dressed in hues of honey and deep red. A cozy hammock that wraps up around us and helps us to feel hugged, supported, just right. And onward we breathe. Suspended in a place that feels safe between two tall trees. Large, wise trees. Trees with roots that run deep. That grab hold of some sort of reality. And help to provide this loving atmosphere that we like to vacation in. Again, I say I'm so thankful to be here, to swing with you, to breathe with you. The truth is, the world is getting more challenging by the day. It's like pressure is being added to an already tense situation. And so it's extra imperative for us to be kind, to be compassionate, to be forgiving. So as you lay back in your hammock, strung between your strong trees, maybe you place a hand on your heart while you breathe. Noticing that connection and all the sensations right around that heart space. Being honest about where we are today. Where things are today. And that no matter where we are, we have the wisdom and the practice to shift. To shift into a place where we feel even more empowered, centered, solid. So breathe as you remember. Breathe as you feel. Breathe as you lie here swinging. Slowly yet surely arriving back to your center. One breath at a time, we feel the load lightening. One breath at a time, we feel the forgiveness weaving its way in and out, up and down, thoroughly permeating the surface, thoroughly wrapping our heart, thoroughly bringing us back. Do you feel that center coming? Do you feel yourself arriving into that place full of love? It's like that big, juicy hug you get from that one auntie. That one that is just dripping with Southern love. Feel it not only on the front of your heart, but the back, the top, the bottom, the left, the right, and everywhere in between. That's just it. You have all of this within you already. All that love. All that cleansed, grounded sensation. Even when we show up tired and worn, we can use a few purposeful breaths to bring us right back. Back into the good. Back into the wisdom that everything's gonna be all right. Back into the wisdom of being kind and patient with ourselves. so that it is not only second nature, but first nature to be kind, compassionate, forgiving to those around us as well. Truth is, we do this work, we show up, we breathe. But not everyone has the discipline. So we have to bring a little extra to the table. So why don't we charge up right now? Swinging between the trees, noticing the canopy above. We take a deep breath as we notice these golden rays that begin to filter through the trees, cascading down and covering us from head to toe. Feel it on the crown of your head, your neck, your elbows. Breathe deep as you drink in that golden light through the hips, the knees, the tips of your toes. It's as if everything we need, all of what we might be lacking, the minerals, the nutrients, the love, everything is right here in these rays. We can just lay back and drink it in. Ujjayi breath, ocean sounding breath, turning up the process. Pulling in the goodness, gently pressing out the unnecessary stuff, charging up, breathing deep. Do you feel the softness in your jaw? That warm, cozy feeling in your heart? That firm hug from your hammock. All that wonderful support you didn't ask for, but it's provided for you by the tree in front of you and the tree behind you, the ground underneath you. It's really pretty remarkable. Live it up. This is your chance. Feel the goodness percolating under your skin. Almost like it's lifting you up and making you light on your hammock. And perhaps it is. Perhaps you are only a few breaths away from floating. Floating through the golden rays. Cool and calm under the canopy. Thoroughly nourished and so relaxed that you float. How fun. Keep breathing, but if you'd like to release your ujjayi breath and just work with whatever comes, do that. Floating higher and higher, like a soapy bubble that's just floating through the air. Solid, but light. Filled to the brim with goodness. Generously coated in that golden light. Maybe you find yourself twisting and turning while you breathe. It's just the adventure we needed. Keep going. Maybe you float all the way up to the leaves, all the way up there in the top of the canopy. See the shapes. Get close enough to touch them. Let them tickle your fingers. While you're floating, maybe they tickle your toes. Maybe you find a giant leaf that you can perch on and just have a little seat. Your perfect leaf seat. What a beautiful place it is up here. Feel free to lean back and enjoy. A whole new level of nourishment available on this level. It's hard not to smile, so maybe we just let the smile come over us. The leaf curling up around us to hug us just a little more. Providing a forgiveness we didn't know we needed. And yet here it is. Abundant, generous, perfectly timed. You feel all that love percolating around your heart, filling you up. Can you feel it in your feet? Gosh, how perfect. So perfect, you find yourself just stretching out like a big starfish on your leaf, opening up the fingers and toes so you can take in just a little more. Drink it in. We want to make sure we have enough to share. And with that, we stand up on our leaf, turn around, and begin to climb to the stem, to the branch on the tree, from the branch to the trunk, and then very easily, as if notches were put perfectly on this trunk to help guide you down, back to the ground. So we climb. We take our time. One foothold, one handhold after another. Watching the colors change as we descend. Still feeling all that love and forgiveness that we were drinking up there on that leaf. And on down we come past the hammock. Even further to the ground we may not have seen before. It's grassy, vast, strong yet soft. When you get to the bottom, you place your bare feet in the soil. We feel that hug from the ground around our feet. And it is like a catalyst to all that love we've been feeling. And it just turns it up. By now, it's practically leaking through our skin. Perfect. We'll take this with us back into the world. So deep breath. Eyes closed. Give yourself permission to make the transition. We can go back to the room where we started. Feeling the seat under our butt. Feeling the textures around our toes. Feeling the air as we draw it in through our nose. And then we let it go with a sigh through the mouth. Again. And one more. Roll your shoulders back. Feel your heart broaden out in front of you. Feel the temperature of the air on your skin as you reach your arms out and up physically. Go on, reach it out. Come on up. Exhale, the hands together at your heart. 2 more of those. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Remember your wisdom. Remember your compassion. You spend some good time being kind and letting yourself heal. And we remember that not everyone takes that time. So I'll challenge you to be extra kind. Because we never know what someone else is going through. And maybe they just need your smile. Or, smize, I think Tyra Banks calls it, with the eyes from behind the mask. So good work on filling up your own cup. And let's take this goodness into the world to share, okay? Namaste.